Event number 15, we go old school even more. We're here at Riverside, classic road course, the Budweiser 400. Riverside may be long gone, but guess what? It still exists here in the Sunoco Cup Series. And on the pole for the first time this season, his best finishing pole so far, Aaron Reed, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Alongside him will be Alyssa Kondo, the number 20 Olds Cutlass. Aaron qualified at 125 at 003 miles per hour.
Drivers, stop your engines!
Row number 2 will be Austin Hughes, the number 99, our pole sitter at California, and Zach Carlson in the 57. Row number 3 will be Ryan Acosta and Sasha Dawson. Row number 4 will be Ryan Cooper, the pole sitter, and Jake Cole. Row number 5 will be J.G. Honorin and John Dawson. Row number 6 will be Trey Campbell and Gatti Cantor. Row number 7 will be Chantel Ibarra and James Qualls. James trying to get those points, and Chantel as well, the Darlington winner and the Las Vegas winner. In row number 6, row number 8 will be Dylan Petit and Michael Dawson. Michael was our winner at Richmond. Row number 9 will be Paige Johnson and Tim Vigel, our Daytona winner. Row number 12, number 10 will be Eric Matthews, our winner at Charlotte, and Ray Castor. Row 13 will be row 11 will be all quals all the time, Joel and Jackie. Row number 12 will be Josh Osborne and Alexander Dawson. Stephanie Naylor and Colin Cropley will make row number 13. Keon Shaw, our Talladega winner, and Vanessa Franz, our winner at North Wilkesboro / the points leader, make row number 14. Skyland Carlson, the winner at California, and Alex Filter will make row 15. John Douglas and Johnny Gardner will make row 16. Row 17 will be Chris Dollerton and Haley Summerfield. John Acosta and Dylan Hughes. Dylan, our most recent winner at the Winston and the Dover, will be in row number 18. Row 19 will be Megan Yee and Connor Breton. Daniel Schwab, our pole sitter at Texas, and Tim Walsh make row 20. And Jamie Banks, our winner at Atlanta, and Liam Campbell, rounding out the field. Ten laps of racing around this historic, famous road course that is known as on this famed road course that is Riverside. It'll be the first of 4 road course events, and ironically will be the first of 2 trips right down here to Riverside. The second to last event will be happening right here as well. And in between we'll have our events in California and that's at Sonoma, and at the other track that is Watkins Glen. So they're going to send them across the stripe. We're going to go green flag racing, 10 laps around the 2.6 mile road course. Riverside, take you back. Green flag advantage, Aaron Reed. And while I did see someone that was in the pit stall, I do not... Let's see, wait a minute, we saw something. Yes, Alexander Dawson did not start, so apparently that's a tough break for our Rockingham winner. I don't think he's going to be able to make it out. If he does, he's probably going to be dead late on that one. But the advantage off the number 1 spot is going to go to the number 3 of Aaron Reed. Alyssa Kondo is there as in second, who has been sparking a little bit of controversy, especially at a couple of events. A couple of the wrecks we've seen. There in third is Zach Carlson. Sasha Dawson, and rounding out the top 5 will be Austin Hughes, who wants to join his son as a winner. Dylan won the last race that we had on tour, and that was in Dover. But Chantel Ibarra moving to the inside of Tim Vigel. Same thing up Dylan Petit. I thought was going to make a move, but not going to happen as they go through the turns. A little bit 3 wide action going on there almost. Dylan Petit the Hooters Ford as they're going to get the first lap in the books. And apparently, I still don't think we're going to see Alexander Dawson. A tough break for Alexander. I don't think he's going to drop out of the race. I just don't think he's even going to make a start. But Aaron Reed extending his lead. Ironically, out of the top 5, the only previous winner is Sasha Dawson, our winner at Martinsville. So you have a chance to continue our string. There's Ryan Acosta in 6th. Jake Cole. John Dawson, the only Dawson family member to not win. Ryan Cooper doing good. And Kathy Cantar rounding out the top 10. There's J.G. Norton, James Qualls, Michael Dawson, Trey Campbell, Tim Figel, Dylan Petit. Battle going on here is Chandeli Barra drag racing down the long straightaway that is right there, and Eric Matthews, our winner at Charlotte. Behind them, Colin Cropley, the beer cars, Colin Cropley and Ray Castor do battle. Castor's going to take it. We got another lap in the books. And it's still Aaron Reed. See him hitting the brakes as they go through the turns here. And I think we saw some smoking over here. Someone going through the dirt. I don't know who. Can't really catch it now, but looks like there was a little bit of a battle. Austin Hughes trying to get around Zach Carlson. Sasha Dawson's gotten into the 3rd spot, so as they go over the hilly areas. And it is still Aaron Reed looking for his first win of the season and that get healthy night. He may get it. He was someone who you thought was going to do really, really well, and he's just been haphazard. And you hate to see, I can also say the same of him in the Castro GTX Cup Season 2 after having a very solid Season 1 showing. Came up 0-4 in that series. Now Michael Dawson right there. Another lap in the books. And I think I do think Alexander Dawson has officially dropped from the race. Tough break for Alexander Dawson because I do not see him in the pit stall anymore. He must have, that must have been his end of that tune. But it's still Aaron Reed. Still, it is Aaron Reed. 6 laps to go this time by. Let it rip. It is still Aaron Reed. Alyssa Kondo in 2nd. There's Sasha Dawson. Zach Carlson. Austin Hughes, Ryan Acosta having a good showing, Tim Walsh as they go in through the dirt a little bit there. Sometimes it's skirmishes to go through that stuff. Now Ryan Acosta going to make a battle for the 5th spot. Not going to happen though. But Jake Cole's going to try to make a move to the inside. I got kind of a 3 abreast situation going on here with the number 12 of John Dawson and Ryan Cooper. Well, but now a little bit of a battle for 6th going on, but not to be. They tried to take advantage of Austin Hughes' little guffaw going into the dirt, and now the gap is starting to extend between Aaron Reed and the number 20 of Alyssa Kondo, as now breathing down her neck is the number 15 of Sasha Dawson. So you got Chevy, Olds, Ford, Pontiac, Chevrolet, your top 5. Battle going on for 7th. Here comes John Dawson inside of Jake Cole. 5 laps to go this time by. They coming by halfway through the race. Ryan Cooper, right now in the ninth spot, and followed by Kathy Kantar rounding at the top 10. That's J.G. Anoran, Michael Dawson, James Qualls. Battle going on for, I do believe it's the 14th spot, is Tim Fiegel and Trey Campbell for the 14th spot. Yep. And then Dylan Petite's in 16th. Eric Matthews is in 17th. Chantal Ibarra 19th, 18th. Rounding out the top 20 is Colin Cropley, and then our points leader, which I do not think you want to have this happen if you're Vanessa France, especially when you have guys like James Qualls breathing down your neck trying to get the points lead. But still Aaron Reed leading. Basically a wire-to-wire job so far. 4 laps to go this time by for Aaron Reed as he comes down past pit road. 4 to go for the Goodwrench number 3 Chevrolet. Ryan Cooper trying to make a move on Jake Cole for the number 8th spot. Ryan's trying to get himself a top 10 finish, a good top 10 finish. Right now he's got it, but we'll see what happens. Now a little pass on the inside going on here. Stephanie Naylor goes up and lets the pass for Johnny Gardner. This is obviously in the back of the field. Alex Filter right there too. Alex Filter was looking consistent in the points as well. But here comes Aaron Reed back across the stripe. 3 laps to go for the number 3. Looking wire to wire to go down. Gap starting to close a little bit, but not enough to really set anybody's attention. And oh, there goes John Dawson going through the dirt, which kind of made him lose a little bit of ground. Thanks to Jake Cole and Ryan Cooper. J.G. Anoran trying to get into the top 10. No one goes through the dirt, not really. Daniel Schwab and John Douglas battling in the back of the field. It'll be 2 laps to go for Aaron Reed. The gap now starting to close a little bit between Aaron Reed and Alyssa Conda. But all you gotta do is hold him off for another 2 laps. That's basically another probably 5 miles. Another 5 miles of racing for the number 3. And how about J.G. Anoran dropping back a little bit, as taking the number 11 spot now is Michael Dawson. Still not in a top 10 finish, but sometimes you gotta play with the hand you get. As Kathy Kantar still holds that top 10. James Qualls right there. Dylan Petite having a solid showing. I mean, obviously he would like more, but you too. You get the hand that you're playing with. This time by it'll be the white flag for Aaron Reed, looking to do a wire-to-wire job and to continue our string of different winners. I know Alyssa Kondo kind of wants the same thing to happen as well, but I don't want... Oh, she wants the same thing to happen, except it's her name as a winner, and Aaron Reed has to wait another day. But the white flag is going to fly for Aaron Reed. about 2.6 more miles left for Aaron Reed to lead this race. No errors needed here. And Aaron Reed's got it. Now, Ryan Acosta trying to make a move to the inside of Austin Hughes, and now Ryan Cooper's going to get passed by Kathy Qatar. I think he made a critical mistake. It costed him some ground. As you know, you can't do that. If you go in the dirt, you may lose ground if someone's behind you. It can be a ground killer. No pun intended. As they head down that long straightaway before we head to the turn that would get you right across the finish line, it is Austin Hughes. It's going to be Aaron Reed. Austin Hughes is running at the top 5. Yep, Austin Hughes running at the top 5, but the checker flag getting set to fly. Winner here at our first of our 4 road courses events of the season. It's going to be the number 3, Aaron Reed. He finally gets a win here in the Sunoco Cup Series. Winner here at the Budweiser 400. Second spot will go to Alyssa Kondo. Third spot will go to Sasha Dawson. Fourth spot to Zach Carlson. And fifth will be Austin Hughes. Ryan Acosta, good showing in 6th. John Dawson 7th. Jake Cole's 8th. Ryan Cooper's 9th. And Kathy Quintaro rounding out the top 10. Michael Dawson, J.G. Anoran, James Qualls, Tim Fiegel, Trey Campbell, Dylan Petit getting into the top, getting bumped out of the top 15. Eric Matthews, Chantel Ibarra, Carlin Cropley, and Ray Castor, your top 20. Stephanie Naylor, your points leader, Vanessa Franzen. That's going to hurt her in the points. Paige Johnson, Johnny Gardner, Alex Filter, Keon Shaw, Skyline Carlson, Haley Summerfield, Tim Walsh, Chris Dollarton, Connor Breton, Daniel Schwab, Jamie Banks, Liam Campbell, John Douglas, Megan Yee, John Acosta. Alexander Dawson was out of the race. And apparently I think 2 more probably did not make the race. Let's see. I know I saw 42 cars. Yeah. There were 2 cars that did not run. There was actually 3 cars that did not run. Let's see, who were those that did not run? Because I saw Dawson's out. Hold on a second. Yeah, I saw Tim Walsh. Bear with me for a second. I'm still trying to figure out, because I see there's only 39 names, and I know 42 cars did run. So, unless they had 3 that basically were broken, didn't make a run. I know Dawson, we saw he was in pit road, but he didn't really go out there. Connor Breton's there, yep. Ryan Cooper, yep. Jake Cole, I saw. Qualls. Joel Qualls. Yes! The Quallses did not run. It was only the lone Qualls that ran was James. Joel was not there. Jackie was not there. So that's 2 of them did not run. Must have had succumbed to breakage. Dylan Hughes, yep, Dylan Hughes is there. Haley Summerfield was over there. Josh Osborne, John Douglas. Did I see Josh Osborne? Josh Osborne did not make it, if I recall. Yep, Josh Osborne. He also succumbed to breakage. Tough break for Josh Osborne. So that's why we saw what had happened. Josh Osborne and the Quallses did not, Jackie and Joel did not make the field. I mean, did make the field, but they were not able to make the run. Dawson was MIA as well, although he did show up, but he did not run. But the winner, first time this season, it is the number 3 of Aaron Reed. Wire to wire, feels good. Nonetheless, looking at the point standings, that horrible showing by Vanessa Franzen still holds a 22-point lead over James Qualls, but that gap is closing up really good. Row number, and then in third will be Ray Castor, who's having a very consistent showing, moving up into the top 5. Chantel Ibarra staying in 4th. Dylan Hughes rounding out the top 5. Then Jake Cole and Alex Filter, who have both been dropping fairly quickly. Edric Matthews, Trey Campbell and Stephanie Naylor rounding out the top 10. Then Sasha Dawson, Austin Hughes, who's also been dropping a little bit, Alexandra Dawson, Paige Johnson, John Douglas, Kathy Kantara, John Dawson, Zach Carlson, Skyland Carlson, and Daniel Schwab, your top 20. Then Josh Osborne, Connor Breton, Tim Fiegel, Ryan Cooper, Johnny Gardner, Jamie Banks, Alyssa Kondo, Ryan Acosta, Joel Qualls, Chris Dollarton, Michael Dawson, Dylan Petit, Tim Walsh, Liam Campbell, Jackie Qualls, Jay Gianorin, Colin Cropley dropping a lot more down to the 37th place, Keon Shaw, Megan Yee, Haley Summerfield, Aaron Reed, and John Acosta. Ironically, with Aaron Reed's win, doesn't really help matters that he's still in the 41st spot, but John Acosta has just had a abysmal year. An area with that win, hopefully it'll mount a turnaround that will get him out of the bottom of the ladder after 15 events. But our next event, we're going to go to Pocono, the Triangle, 5-hour Energy 500. Better have your game face ready. This could get ugly.